This your boy Ballinboy Tray, along with Boss Pretty, my girl JT. This is the Good Folks Podcast, a place with laughter, good vibes, and good conversation.
Yeah.
And if you ain't tuned in yet, be sure to tune in, like, subscribe. You don't want to miss the upcoming episodes that coming in the future. With that being said, I just want to ask everybody how their Thanksgiving was.
I'm very thankful for it.
Yes. I mean, another year. I wish I could have went back home to spend it with my family, but work calls, so had to make that money. And then after work, pretty much really just chilled at the house for real. I ain't do nothing spectacular.
I had to work myself. I ain't did nothing but really just watch the game. I ain't even eat no Thanksgiving food. Y'all ate some Thanksgiving food?
I
Yes,
didn't.
sir.
I really didn't.
I had some food at my house.
I should have called you then.
You had some dressing?
Yes.
Dang, I really wanted some dressing. I didn't get any dressing.
Cornbread, greens.
You had
I'm a Florida.
She did.
I'm a Florida girl, so I learned it's something that y'all don't do here. But I like eating my greens with rice. Y'all don't do that.
I do like rice.
No, I actually. I mean, I don't do that. I don't do that.
So
That's a Florida thing or something.
You mean like mix it together?
Yes.
I ain't never really tried it. I'm not opposed to it.
But yeah, it's good.
Because I'm greedy
and
like
then I
that,
had
but no.
macaroni and baked beans. I love my macaroni and my baked beans together, mixed together also.
So
With your
you
baked
like
beans,
your?
do you like ground beef in your baked beans?
I do them either way, but this time, yes, they did have brown.
You like your food to
Yes.
touch?
Not necessarily touch. No, I hate that.
Okay.
But so I had like my
like
macaroni
my food
and
touch.
baked beans on one plate, and then I had my ham, greens, and rice on another plate. And then you got to put the cornbread by itself because I don't want to whip cornbread. So
Yeah.
I be having a lot
The
going
cornbread
on.
is no separate.
I have a lot
man.
going on. I ain't gonna do a lot to
She
you.
had some. Yeah, you had a good Thanksgiving.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about
good.
awesome. You
Yeah, I
hear
ate
the
good.
food that she
Yeah,
had?
she
I
had-
ain't
yeah.
get none of that.
I didn't either. I went to
But
Golden
I-
Corral.
I ain't even go home though. I had to work, so I ain't even go back home. If I would have went back home, I probably would have had some
With
good.
the family,
good,
yeah.
I would have had a good meal for
We're
Thanksgiving.
gonna shoot for Christmas. Okay,
When you
Trey?
say-
Oh, for sure.
When you say you didn't go home, I almost thought you were saying you went to the what's the name house and you ain't go to the grill. But I get it.
Nah, I ain't go
go
back home.
I got
I ain't-
you.
Yeah.
I ain't go back
I
home,
got you.
and chill with the family, man. But I mean, Christmas, I'm gonna make Christmas. I'm gonna make Christmas for sure. But
Yeah,
it
me
was a blessing just being able to see another Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Just man,
Another
this
day.
year went by so fast.
it's going by super fast.
Y'all can
Let me
believe
slow
we about to
down.
be in 2025.
I know.
I'm ready because God has really blessed me tremendously
Yeah.
this year. So I feel like next year is going to be even greater. Like this year was the stepping stone for me. Next year is like the
gonna
introductory.
be-
Pop
it's gonna be
out.
good.
Like,
For sure. I got some big plans
Yeah.
for next year
Yeah.
too. This year just went by so fast.
It
It was
did.
like, damn, okay. I remember when it was New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Now we in December.
Yep.
it really
The
flew by.
ending. Like that's crazy. But it's been a grateful year though. I ain't even
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, was there anything else that you did this weekend, Trey?
Nah, besides work, I was
Besides
kind of
work.
booked. I was booked from Thanksgiving the weekend before, and
Yeah.
I ain't really do too much, but at the same time, it was a lot going on, like with work and just trying to get back to the city and chill with the family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Work, brand, it beat me. I ain't even gonna lie, but it was good though for the most part. Shit, I watched the game. Did y'all watch the Alabama Auburn game?
I didn't. Who won?
Who won?
Alabama.
What type of question is that? Who won?
Now I feel like
knew
you gotta ask, but I love. I love Bama.
So granted, I was at work, so I had to work Saturday. So
I did too. But I left for that game though.
See, baby,
I left
I
for
was
that
not messing
game
up that
though.
overtime.
I left for that game though.
I peeped in and out
Yeah.
on my phone. I kept checking the score, but watching the game, no, I ain't have
Yeah,
time.
man. You know, we rolling with the Tide. You feel me? Them boys perform. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was the game was good though. I actually watched the second half. I ain't watched the first half. I watched the second half. It was a good game.
Yeah. Me and Pretty had an interesting weekend as well.
As always,
We
every time
always
link.
have fun. Trey, why you look so jealous?
Cause y'all be leaving
Zoom in
me
on his
out.
face. I know.
Y'all be leaving me out. I always hear about me and Pretty had so much fun. Nobody ain't even
Pretty.
hit
It
me
sound
up.
like somebody is jealous. Oh my
I'm very much
God.
jealous. Yeah. Cause this y'all second time doing it. But I'm gonna let y'all have it because it could be a little girl.
Okay, no,
night,
this
you know
weekend
what I'm
was
saying?
wild for us. Well,
Wow.
really wild for me. I think I kind of created some of the wildness, but
You a wild girl.
She is. That's
You
why
a
it's
wild
always
girl.
lit when we together.
She
have fun.
get you in trouble.
now the first time
I
it
ain't
was,
get in trouble this time. It wasn't even me.
and wait, Trey.
It wasn't even
the first
me.
time it was. I mean, I wasn't even the one getting wild. I was just the one, there.
You was just there.
Today, this past weekend, I was
The wild
pretty.
one.
Why my arm hurt? Because the next day, my arm was hurting.
So let's hear about how the weekend went.
Okay, so we're gonna skip past
Okay, y'all, I was trying to go
everything.
live.
Oh,
Go ahead.
with the live, but I feel like this. Tracy goes.
I want to hear it.
I guess we could just start from when you came, right? Or should I tell them? I don't think I should say the whole situation because
Okay, so the only thing I will say is she had a friend visiting from out of town.
Okay.
That was staying at her house with her.
Yes.
And I drove over there to link with them before we stepped out to try some new places.
Yeah.
Now you could go from there because I felt like that was fundamental to
Okay,
say.
so Pretty comes over because I invited Pretty over. Me and Pretty already agreed to go out. We needed to go out. We just needed it.
So y'all just excluded me and Ted.
Well, first of
Y'all
all,
be so
where is
busy.
Tez?
Ted's had a delay. He couldn't be here today.
Oh.
He had a delay, but he on the way. It's just he ain't gonna get here tonight. It probably be like Friday
Got
because
you.
of delay from
Gotcha.
him being out of town trying to get back here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, we would have invited you guys, but we didn't know if y'all wanted to hang with us because we hang. When me and Pretty hang, we hang.
So y'all figure that we ain't want to party with y'all? Tez, if you watching this, bro, you hear this, right? This is why they didn't call us, because they feel like we ain't want to hang with them.
You didn't. Yeah. So Pretty came over.
We got y'all next time.
Yeah, we do. We'll try to do it if I can muster up, because I don't know if I want to do it. We ain't gonna do it like that again. But
Y'all went that hard?
well, not this one even the hardest, because the hardest was the first time.
The first
Yeah.
time was the hardest. Like,
So
Yeah.
this time compared to the first time was like what?
This one was more intense. We actually had fun at the same time. I think it was kind of okay. We're gonna start off.
yeah, go ahead.
So
get into it.
So I have a friend over for the weekend, and he was visiting from out of town, and I guess you could say that we were dating.
Wait. He's a friend, or this is someone you're dating?
I'm not dating him no more.
But y'all once dated.
It wasn't deep dating.
Deep dating, yeah. This was like
it's
pretty
'cause-
much, yeah.
So I
Modern
feel like,
dating.
Yeah,
Modern dating as in
like getting to know each other,
Yeah.
picking up the vibe, catching
We've been
each other's
talking,
energy.
yeah.
So I consider it a friend.
Yeah.
She considered it dating because
It's more like a friend. It's like a friend dating type situation, because he is trying to court me in a sense.
so y'all just went out a couple times.
Yeah, but for the most part, he came to visit me now. So that was that. I don't want to get choked up on that because, yeah.
Okay,
So he came in town. We planned this. He came in town for the weekend. And yeah, so we were actually enjoying ourselves for the weekend. I had some concerns, but we're not going to talk about that on the podcast. But I expressed those concerns to Pretty, and I did actually say, he wanted to hang out with some of my friends. Anyways, I don't have friends. I have Pretty, so
So you just have Pretty. You don't have Trey and Tez.
we do have Trey and Tez, but do you?
No.
Really, would y'all want to hang out with my
get
guests?
it.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, but at the same time, like I get why we wasn't invited. No,
Yeah, but no, I feel like this. I feel like Pretty would be we actually have a good time when we go out. So I didn't have no problem with. I wanted to do something anyways, and I already told her I want to get out the house. She kind of want to get out the house, so I said it's okay. So we made plans. Pretty came over. We're gonna get to the night, okay? And Pretty, you're gonna have to help me in a second, okay?
right, I got you.
So He's already kind of drunk because we did go to the pool hall. We were drinking there. But Yes, before Pretty got there, we was playing pool, doing darts. He was drinking a lot. He was taking them back. And I was like, well, we got to get something to eat. And, Pretty meeting us, so we need to hurry up. He didn't care. He was taking them back. So by the time came, we at the house. Pretty was on her way. We there. He was like, oh, well, we need to get something to eat. He was like, she could wait outside. I was like,
I know that.
Yeah, I ain't tell.
That's new to me.
Yeah, so that's why we telling this
wait
story.
Outside where?
That's why we telling this story. And I was like,
this dog running the show, ain't it?
He not
for just a friend. My boy got a lot of qualifications.
So,
no, bare minimum. But let's go.
It was very bare minimum.
Come on.
So and I will say this, at this point, I was a little shaky thus far about this because I really had a whole different perspective by the time the night end. So when Pretty, I was like, no, we're not going anywhere. Pretty is on her way. We're going to stay here. We can get something when we get there. And I think you had mentioned when you were at my house, there's a taco place. It was like different stuff.
Yeah, food when
we were going. So he was a little drunk and I was already kind of like fed up with him, and we get ready to go out. So the first place we go is to the Pogo Lounge.
Yeah, I have to try it.
Yeah,
Pogo Lounge.
Have you heard of it?
It recently just opened a couple weeks ago. But when I tell you, it's a vibe. I love the ambiance. If you like ghetto stuff, you ain't gonna like it. But it's more elegant.
It's
more
elegant.
Classy, more.
But it's different.
But you could dress how you want to dress. There's no dress code.
It's a vibe though.
Yes,
it is
but
a
it's
vibe.
like a restaurant upstairs, and then you go downstairs into like a cave, and then they waiting area. They got a pool table, so while you waiting, you can play pool. But then you like go into a different part, and they got the bar tables where you can sit.
So this the perfect place to take a date. Know what y'all saying?
Yes, it really is. You should try it.
Yes,
because the first half is like
I consider it, but I want to go with chow first.
So like the first half, you'll come in. It's like you'll get the drinks and stuff. I think it's on Pretty TikTok. Go check her TikTok out.
Well, y'all gotta show me around.
So
me and Terry gotta go with
y'all. Because when I saved the video, it didn't have no sound on it. I don't know. Maybe I was too tipsy. I don't know what I did wrong. But yeah. So I saved the video. Just got to do a voiceover. So it will be on TikTok. But overall, it was really nice. Yeah. Now, piggybacking off of what Joy said, everything was like pretty cool. It was nice. He was a very social guy. He would talk to anybody. I like that about him. Have a great time. It wasn't just like him talking to just women or just men. He would start a conversation with anybody. That's his personality. Can't go against it. So also I will say, if you a cheap person, don't go to Pogo. You're not gonna like it.
And he's not expensive. A cheap person.
It's not super expensive, but it's not.
It's pricey a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
I got you.
We paid $9 for some bread, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I tore that bread up. I was hungry.
So this all in one night.
Yes. Cause so what I was saying
was first stop. This is the first stop. We had two stops.
You have the first half of Pogo is like a little restaurant style, but then you got to go to the little secret dungeon. That's when you get to the Pogo Lounge. That's what I like. So that's
when stuff started going left. Yes. When we went downstairs.
Yes.
But go ahead.
I will say this, because what I did like about him was he wasn't a cheap person. Like he wasn't. He was gonna have that tab open, and that's what kind of. What you think, Pretty?
I had mixed emotions. Like, he wasn't a cheap person, but there are dudes that get around certain females, around your friend, especially if the friend is not ugly or the group is not ugly. They try to overly show themselves. So I didn't know if he was just doing it to put off a good impression or if it was his real persona. That part, I don't know. But
I really do think he is kind of a little generous with that.
But he was, I ain't gonna lie, buying her drink, buying my drink. Hey, by all means,
we're gonna talk about that because we got another stop to go to.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, so we still on the first stop, right?
So we leave in the front half. We going to the dungeon part. The dungeon part is where everything kind of lost me, because I really wanted to have a genuine conversation with my friend about this man who is at my house for the weekend, and He's going back and forth in and out of the lounge. Like, we waiting in line because there's a line. He said, I bet I can get y'all in. So I overheard him pretty, and this is what I was trying to tell you. I don't know if you heard me. He went up to the bouncer and said, hey, these girls keep getting on my nerves. Can you just go ahead and let us in? Because they keep asking me, and I'm stuck with them. And so
I did not hear that.
Y'all know he gonna watch this, right?
I don't care.
But okay, and just so you know, like with the line, how the line go is like a crowd control. So if it's already packed, they're not gonna let nobody else in until somebody else come out.
So they don't want to let it get over capacity.
Yeah.
And they want to make sure everybody has a seat. Because it ain't where you just go stand around, whatever. It's elegant or whatever. So that's kind of how we were standing in line. But their line do move fast. I will say that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It wasn't a bad line.
Quick question. How long did it take y'all to get in?
Probably like once we got downstairs, probably like
15, 20 minutes. 20
Yep,
minutes.
I would say about 15.
Because Buddy was trying to get some pull.
Yep.
He was walking in and out. So I just know I got it because I got it on camera. And pretty, your face tells it all. I wish we can just put it in this video. But literally, he's walking in and out. He's basically saying something to the bouncer, making it seem like we making him do it. Then coming back to us and say, hey, y'all. Oh, we out.
We finna get in, y'all.
But mind you, we waited our turn the whole time.
Like
he really not doing nothing.
Again, he wanted to seem. To me, it was giving like you want to seem like you're bigger than what you're like. You the big dog. Like,
so you feel like he overly played his position?
Yes, I definitely got that. But it was
he was drunk too.
Yes, but it was also being the loud, being belligerent. I don't like that, especially not in an environment like that. You gotta know how to conduct yourself.
So is it safe to say that he didn't embarrass y'all too bad?
Okay, so when we get listen, let me tell y'all. Let me tell you. So we finally get ready to go in. The bouncer tells him and says, "Hey, listen, don't be harassing the customers here, or I will kick y'all out."
It was that bad that they really had to,
because he was being very annoying. He was kind of like fucking with the vibe and the mix of the people. Yeah, because he was being loud. So you remember, pretty, when the man walked us to this table, a private little section. It was so super nice, so cozy. This boy stands up and says, "They're being racist.
Why they want to put us in the corner? But now this is what I didn't like neither. No offense, but he's not African American.
What race is he?
Pretty, we could have left that out.
No. Because this plays a part in how y'all night went.
Okay.
So I want to know.
He's Puerto Rican. You could tell he has been raised. He has socialized with black people. You can't tell, but what was getting me was he was. To me, it was. I don't know why he keeps telling folks he's full Puerto Rican when his daddy is black though. Okay, well, I didn't know that part. But for me, it was giving off you were trying too hard to be black. So before we went in, it's a line of Caucasian people walking out. There, he high-fiving all them, doing their thing, whatever. And they're high-fiving him back. I got it on video.
Really?
Like, So it wasn't that. But what got me is he started calling them, like, racial names. Like,
what he say?
Not... Okay.
I guess I was checked out at this point because I kind of walked off.
Man, y'all had a crazy night.
But that is not even the craziest part.
Okay, let's speed it up a little bit.
Okay.
So to avoid us from being banned from going back there, Joy was like, let's just go ahead and leave.
We were there for like 2 minutes, I swear.
Really?
When he started standing up, he stood up and said, He walked out the little section part, and I'm thinking the guy put us there for a reason.
So y'all didn't get a chance to enjoy it?
We did not now drink from under.
We literally had to walk out because I was like.
So it basically was a tour.
Most definitely.
Before y'all got not put out, but you know.
Decided to leave.
Yeah.
Trey, why would I let him get me and Pretty put out and he don't even live here? He ain't even coming back here.
But he was running the show. You could say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can say that.
But okay, so anyways, we leave there. We literally we left there. We said, hey, let's go to Nana Funk's. Okay, that's more his vibe. He could be himself there.
For people don't know what Nana Funk's is, let them know.
Let them know.
It's more like it gives you club vibes, but it's more like a bar, laid back bar lounge. It has pool tables. They do have a dance floor, but it's not really that big. I really wouldn't call it a hole in the wall because they be having a nice crowd in there.
It's definitely not,
but it's more chill. It's more laid back, but it gets packed.
It does. Very fun.
But very much so.
So if you in Alabama, there's a spot you'll check out.
Most definitely.
Okay, so if y'all ever come to Birmingham, Alabama, it's a spot y'all come kick it at.
It's a must try. So we feel like, okay, that gives you time to be social, gives us time to ourselves, whatever.
Yeah, you can be yourself. So I don't think I never told you this, Pretty, because
you tell me a lot of stuff apparently, but go ahead.
It is because it was a lot that night, and I felt like we had.
So you learning too about how the night when you was there.
So
man, this guy's interesting. He's interesting. He's interesting.
Okay. So we all decide, hey, let's take him to Nana Funk's. He get in the car with me. Pretty, you drove yourself, right?
Yes.
So we get there. We park right next to the taco place. So I didn't get a word in. This man jump out my car and go straight to the taco place. He didn't ask me if I wanted a taco. He didn't say, Joy, you want to? Hey, I'm going to the taco. He got out the car and went and got him some tacos.
So y'all traveling in one car?
No.
You was in your own car?
Pretty went and parked. I'm worried about Pretty, and I'm trying to say, hey, Pretty, where you parked at? He said, I'm finna get me something to eat. And he said, Taco Shack, and jumped out the car. And so he got out the car. He didn't ask me nothing, mind you. He's supposed to be, I guess, my date at this point, but I don't know. And, so he at the taco place. Me and Pretty, I see Pretty walking, and I said, hey, me and Pretty, we get in. We had to go get cash. So we go in. If anybody been to Nana Funk's, they got an ATM right there before you get in.
It is cash only entrance, and they are kind of like an after hour spot. They stay open to about 4 or 5 in the morning. Yeah. So it get thicker after 12, just so y'all know. But go ahead.
Yeah. So we go in, me and Pretty, we get our we pay to get in, and he stuffed his face with his tacos. He calling saying, hey, where y'all at? We said we're inside. He was like, all right, we'll pay.
Wait. Y'all left Buddy at the taco truck.
You didn't offer us no tacos.
But see, it wasn't even about that, because it was
definitely about that for me.
For her, because that's her date. Me, I feed myself. I
can understand that
either. Just like he didn't stuff his face, I didn't get a chance to eat either. So he went and stuffed his face with tacos. Now I did kill myself with some bread though. That bread at the pogo.
So you and Pretty decided to just leave him at the taco truck, and y'all went into the. Not saying that it was wrong, because I understand how you feel, because it's supposed to be your date. But
for me, it wasn't like that, because now we know it's winter time. It's getting cold at night.
Oh yeah,
I'm not finna stand outside and wait on you to eat no damn taco.
Right, and you ain't even. But hold on, let's rewind. You remember when we were walking to the Pogo Lounge and a girl was walking past us and he said, "Ooh, goddamn."
So we was actually leaving, and it was this girl. She was walking up, and she did look nice. And you know me, I
gotta meet this dude right here.
Yeah,
you know me, I love me a beautiful woman. So I was just like, "Oh, you look good." She's like, "Thank you." And after I made my comment, he said his comment, "But you're not my date." So I don't care.
Yeah,
so it was a form of disrespect.
That
but okay,
was.
We get in.
But let me ask you a question, Joe. How you really look at this dude?
Don't ask her how she feel now.
No. I'm talking about during the moment while y'all out during this weekend. Because this is one night, right?
I can't really say because I already felt some type of way. Pretty know how I felt. So it kind of just justified how I felt, because I was like, most of the time, men who are like that act like that. So, that right there didn't really... It made me mad as a form of he disrespected me. Do you get what I'm getting at, Pretty?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but the people are going to be confused.
Okay, but
I'm confused.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to get to this story. We're going to have like 10 more minutes to this.
And we're going to get it over.
Yes. Okay.
So pretty much it's something about him that she experienced that turns her off. But everything else about him she liked. And
it was a few things that I didn't like. His breath wasn't too hot for me. And
wait, baby.
You done been with this nigga all night,
baby. I ain't all weekend.
All weekend.
I'm not dealing with nobody with funky ass breath, baby. You is not going nowhere with me.
Okay, but so
he ain't offer him no gum.
By the end of the night,
you tell him to brush his teeth.
I did.
Damn,
I know
bro.
I had, but listen, but that wasn't.
R.I.P. to his
the
bro.
point. It was a bigger Baby, no. But it wasn't even that. That was besides the point. It was something that was already turned me off about that situation, because I could have dealt with some bad breath, but
I can't.
That's enough for me.
I mean, I get it, but it was already the other thing that kind of turned me off. So
okay, so now
and
we are
you can't get to that, and then I just don't know what to say for you.
Okay, so we still at the second spot, right? We still at the second
We
spot.
just got to the second spot.
So,
me and Pretty inside. He calling, saying he finna come inside. Cool. So it ain't crowded at this point, is it?
No.
I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
And what time this is?
This was probably like 10 something.
About
maybe.
10.
So
a little
kind of
later than what
like
we
coming
was.
into midnight.
Nah, not midnight
it
yet.
wasn't even midnight.
It's still
yet.
kind of earlier than that.
Yeah, it was still
Okay.
early.
So
it
we
wasn't
get
11
in.
yet. So
Yeah, we get in.
we go to the bar.
We go to the bar. He comes in. He opens up his tab. We get drinks on his tab, right? Is that how that works? Because I don't.
So at first Joy didn't want a drink. I'm ordering me a drink.
I wasn't.
He walked up and he offered to pay for it, and he bought himself a drink. Now me, I'm big on if I'm drinking and you buy my drink, you should buy your date a drink. But again, she didn't want to drink at first. So once he opened up the tab, she was like, you know what? Let me get a shot. So she ended up eventually getting a drink. He's moving back and forth, back and forth.
Can we talk about that back and forth though? This boy was on that dance stage. So if you've been in Nana Function, you know that dance stage. Literally, I guess after I decided to get a shot, I say, where he at? We look up, his curly headed ass is on that dance stage dancing. And I will say this, he is not a skinny man.
But he ain't the biggest neither.
He ain't the biggest either. But you get what I'm saying.
So how would you describe this Puerto Rican?
So for me,
We'll put a picture.
Honestly, I would say I was honestly say Joy didn't like him on the dance floor, but I fucks with him. Not saying that I fucks with his dancing. I'm not saying that. But what I fuck with is anybody that could go out and enjoy themselves. He was enjoying himself. He was the only person on the dance floor.
That was besides the point. I was already pissed off. So
everything about
So
him
at this point, the night is pretty much ruined.
It ain't ruined. It was,
but the vibe kind of a little bit
because he
dead.
was doing too much. You're out of town. You're supposed to be trying to get to know me. Your ass is on this dance
You
floor.
can't take him somewhere and don't want him to enjoy himself though.
Okay, so
I mean, it seemed like he was having fun.
So, but he was. No, he definitely was.
So between the bar and the dance floor, before he even got on the dance floor, he was like, oh, he came to the bar, he left. When he got in some girl face, but it wasn't nothing serious. He came back, tried to get in Joy face, tried to smack on the ass,
He did
like
that.
Yeah. Then
girl, that's disrespectful as hell, because I don't even remember that.
you was tipsy, he was drunk. I was probably the only person that was coherent. But okay, so then he still mingling around, whatever. As it gets thicker, he's getting more social. So me and Joy standing at the bar, and he left his jacket at the bar. I'm not no fucking babysitter, but he left his jacket at the bar. So we ready to go to the restroom. So she looking for him, and he all over there in a female face, like
in her face.
They
in each other's face.
Which, okay, to me, that's a form of disrespect. If you're here with me, it's certain things you don't do.
So I'm trying to understand this. All right. Is this a date, or is this just a friend that y'all just out with? Because at this point, it seemed like Buddy doing whatever the fuck he want.
He really was.
He really was. He really was.
Trey.
That became the disrespectful part. Not just a back step, couple steps, but not to elaborate on too much. Originally, when this weekend was planned, it was planned for us to do a double date originally.
So what your date was?
We ain't gonna even talk about it. I ain't had no date.
Okay, so moving to how the ending of the night. Let's go towards the ending of the night.
It gets to a point where we're going to the bathroom. So she go take him his jacket, but when she take him his jacket, she kind of like shoved it at him.
That's why my arm hurt.
Probably. So she kind of like shoved it at him, and the jacket fell on the ground.
And the girl's still right there. He's still right there.
Yeah. So Joy walking in front of me, and she walked kind of fast too. So she walked because she mad now. So as he picking up the jacket, he asked me like, damn, she just gonna throw my jacket on the ground. Damn, what the fuck I did? And to me, I'm like, shit, that ain't my business. So I continue walking. Like, I watch him pick up his jacket, but I continue walking. So when we come back out the bathroom, he trying to talk to her, whatever, asking her why she mad, whatever. I think he texted her a couple times, whatever. And Joy was like, get the fuck out my face. You know, and they kind of like, now we back by the bar. But to me, it was like kind of causing like a slight scene.
At the bar though?
Yeah, we was by the bar.
But we was still in there though. So
yeah, we was still on the inside, but he ended up leaving.
But the scene I remember was outside.
Because you turned up inside and outside.
Dang.
Man, y'all had a hell of a night.
I wouldn't even.
So how did this night end?
Hold on. So the inside scene must have been quick. What happened?
It was quick, but it was kind of like minor. Like he kept trying to talk to you, and you kept telling him like, "Get the fuck out my face! Don't talk to me! Whatever."
Standing my ground.
So he ended up getting upset. He walked outside.
I remember that.
So then he went to calling Joy, texting Joy like, "I'm outside by your car." I ain't gonna lie, we left that man sitting outside for about an hour.
No, he called at 12. We didn't get outside till about 2.
But okay, granted, he left and came back in. Then he went back outside. So every time he came back in, he was like trying to talk to Joy, whatever. She kept brushing him off. So I guess now he's like comprehending. So he went back outside, like, just please come, let me get in your car, or please just come take me to your house so I could get my stuff, whatever. So after we had a couple more drinks, a couple more shots, like, okay, bet, we finna go ahead and leave. So we left like 3-something. We get outside, we walk into her car, which was parked right across from Nana Funk's. And
before you say that, because we do got a few more minutes, he texted me and said he got the reason why I turned up like that pretty, he texted me and said he already got a hotel room waiting. He waiting for me. The reason why he was calling was because he wanted me to take him to my house to get his stuff so he can go to his hotel room.
So he did not spend the night with you?
No.
She kicked that man out.
Yeah. He texted me.
So this is why he got kicked out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So it was like, okay, outside the club, we get outside. He's still not there. They going back and forth. At this point, she telling him like what he done did wrong, whatever. He's denying it. He's saying that he wasn't in the girl face, whatever. And I'm telling him,
and pretty like, yes, you were.
Really
so he really feel like he didn't.
He was in multiple women face. It wasn't just that girl.
I don't know if he was so intoxicated that he didn't remember.
He said he blacked out.
If he truly just felt like nothing was wrong.
So you would say that his behavior was because of the alcohol?
Well, I don't know, because I'd never seen him sober. They were already drinking.
So Joy, how would you describe him being with his behavior the way
he
it
is
was?
social when he is still social when he is not drunk, but he's not to that extent. He wasn't that disrespectful.
So let me ask you a question. Would you try to go out again with him on a sober date?
No, because she don't like him.
No. It was already, and see, that was, okay, so, another crazy thing, pretty, didn't I get a number in front of him?
Man, you know what? This don't even seem like a date no more. But
did I get a number in front of him?
Honestly, I don't know.
I can see. I can see how
I was so mad. So after that whole look, we was outside, and I was like, "Shut up, talking to me. I'll be at my car in a minute." Oh, dude, you know what's crazy, y'all? I was acting a fool, but I was getting hella numbers at the same time. Dudes were trying to talk to me left and right, and I'm trying to figure out the next day, like, why the fuck y'all trying to talk to me? And I showed my ass. Like, that was crazy.
But they thought I was finna get in the car with them, both of them arguing. He done got in the back seat. They was gonna drive me to my car. No, y'all go ahead and have it. I'm just walk to my car. Don't even worry about it. I don't even want to get in, because it was already too hectic. She was saying some rude things. And as a friend, I did tell her, don't say that. Like, you shouldn't say that. That's not nice.
It was
She
rude.
was calling him.
No, pretty.
I ain't gonna say the other thing.
No, pretty. Wait. We don't want to tell my side like that.
Nah, we talking about your weekend.
This is
so
the overall general story.
This is a part of your weekend. But this how the weekend went, right?
Yeah.
I did say some crazy stuff.
She was going in. So when she got home, I called her, whatever. We sit on the phone. She put him out, whatever.
Yeah.
Telling him to get out his.
So you witness him? You witness him getting put out?
On the phone. So she telling him to leave. Then after he go outside, he realized his phone dead. So he asked her to come back in. He asked her to come back in and charge his phone or whatever. So I swear, I tell you no lie. That man was probably in there 30 seconds. She kicked the man right back out. I don't know what kind of charge he got. I don't know what kind of
30 seconds?
Oh, I give it a minute max. But it wasn't no time to charge no phone. I know that man ain't had no juice.
Yeah.
You little buddy for dead.
Ain't check on no nothing.
So did he ever make it to his hotel?
I don't even know.
Joy, could you?
She don't even know.
I do know.
So did he ever make it to his hotel?
I guess we can talk about that on the next episode.
Seems like y'all had quite a few episodes for one night.
You know what's crazy though? He's still trying to check for me. And no, on red, no.
Wow, man. Well,
no.
Y'all can see how Joy weekend was.
Yeah, very interesting.
I will say this. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. He made it home. He changed his bus ticket. He made it home. Safe and sound the next day. I don't know if he had a hotel room or not. But he did make it home. He did. He said he blacked out. He don't remember none of that. He don't even remember. He talking about, I don't remember even doing anything with you and your friend. Like, what? Okay.
Wait. Clarify that.
No, not nothing with us like that.
Nothing like that.
I assume he means he don't remember going out with us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He said
Trey, don't play with me.
No, because he blacked out. So I don't know.
Don't play with me.
I'm just trying to see what Joy kicked him out.
No,
Joy kicked him out. So really I don't know what happened.
But no, he's saying he blacked out, so he don't remember none of that. He said he was.
You get somebody's nerves.
And he apologized. So
nah, man, I was just talking, man. But that was an interesting night. I'm kind of glad.
I'm glad
that
he went on me.
Yeah,
I'm glad it went me. I went home and guess what? My night was smooth. I ain't have to argue.
You know what?
I ain't have to worry about nothing. No nothing.
Yeah,
man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. But I did say this. I took accountability. I should have never act like that. So sometimes something just happens. And sometimes people force you to come out of character. It make you turn into a different character. So, I did apologize for my actions.
But one thing I will say, I ain't judging nobody. But if you got to catch the bus to come see me, don't come see me. Do not. If you got to get on the shuttle bus to come see me, do not.
Oh my God.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
I respect him as a man because that means you really.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt and all this stuff. Yeah. I really was. But the fact that he acted like that, he deserved everything that I said to him.
No, he didn't.
Okay. We gonna move on from that because we don't want Buddy to feel some type of way because y'all really
I don't even think he remember.
y'all really didn't put him out there. So whatever this Puerto Rican dude, whoever this Puerto Rican dude is, don't drink the next time.
Suave. All right. That was a fun little story.
I mean, hey, what a weekend. But y'all see Thug home, man?
Yes.
I'm ready for this new music, man. What y'all think Thug got to say, man?
He better have a lot of good things to say.
He gonna have to be positive.
Because, it was a former tweet that he tweeted, but he deleted about him and Gunna not being cool.
What he said?
He deleted the tweet. I don't remember exactly what he said. He said like, I think Gunna. What he said? He said, I think he told Gunna don't act like they cool on the internet when they really not. It was something like that. He deleted the tweet, so I don't know exactly what he said, but he was addressing that him and Gunna wasn't cool.
So what's they beef? Do you know what they beef is?
Well, with the snitching allegations, I don't really think Thug really just fucking with him for real. So we gonna see a collab? I don't really know.
Now you know that paperwork talk.
Yeah.
We the people on the outside look at it as allegations, but the people that are being prosecuted know who's in their paperwork and who's not. So if he said something, he feel like that means he know who in his paperwork.
I mean, that case was kind of crazy, but did y'all see like Thug restrictions of him being free, the things he cannot do, and the
Can't go
things he
to
can
Metro
do.
Atlanta.
That's wild.
Can't make
And it's for like
He
what?
can't
He-
affiliate with a lot of
gang
people.
members.
Yeah, he on probation for like 15 years, ain't it? Something like that.
So I ain't gonna lie, that's a setup.
Yeah, that shit wild,
He
man.
can't have any
Like,
guns, being around people with guns.
Yeah, 15. That's a long
I
time.
feel like
To
it's
walk
a
a straight
setup.
line.
It's a setup. To
Like,
turn
that's
from
crazy.
everything that you know and that you're used to and start this new thing. They know he gonna fall short somewhere.
It's gonna be hard.
So you
Yeah.
free, but you ain't free. I ain't gonna lie, you might as well just sit me in prison if I gotta come home and be on restriction. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I mean,
I
shit.
can't do it.
He free though. I mean, shit.
You're
that
not
be
free.
everything.
They watching you for the next 15 years. That ain't free.
That
They
means
got
you just
they,
gotta switch your circle.
You gotta move strategic. At this
Lil Woody
point,
can't come over no more.
But my thing is, if I fuck with my circle and I'm loyal to my circle and my circle loyal to me, how can I stay away from the same people that held me down or the same people that always been there for me? Now, again, certain things I could grow from because it's a part of life is growing and changing. So yes, I don't mind changing certain things, but I also feel like 15 years.
that's a long time. So do you think Thug music will like be the same? Because there's a lot of stuff he can't rap about because of his
he
restrictions.
can. Now he can get into R&B. Start rapping about women. They said
Man, Thug ain't no R&B nigga.
meaning like he can start getting into making more songs about women because
Thug make good music though.
Yes,
But I'm saying like,
yes.
you know, the stuff that he will originally talk about.
he gonna have to change it up. You can't talk
It
about
won't be as authentic.
Yeah. I mean,
I ain't saying it won't be good.
his
he can make
sister
song
said
with
he's
his girlfriend Mariah the Scientist.
I ain't even know they dated.
Oh yeah.
I just found out they dated when he got released.
Yeah, I about to say that's when I found out.
I ain't know they dated. But his sister said he got some new music on the way. He just
Ain't
grieving
no
now.
slats. Ain't no more slats and slimes. No,
At all.
Nope.
Man,
Like-
I'm just waiting to hear this music though. His sister said he grieving through a lot because you know when he was incarcerated, he lost a lot of people. But they
Hey.
definitely say it's in the works and he got some music on the way.
I could believe it, but it's gonna take time to drop it anyways. Because again, you got to go from everything that you are accustomed to and the way that you're used to talking and things you used to speaking on.
Yeah.
So now I got to be mindful of everything that I do and say. So I don't know. It might hit harder.
He got
We
a lot
never
to
know.
say though. He got a lot to say
It might
because
hit
he
harder.
went through a hell of a trial. Like he went through a hell of a trial, and it was so shaky, man. It was a ugly trial. But to see how he came out, I guess we can call it even. You know what I'm saying? With the odds against him, like it was, all them people taking pleas, and him still be able to come home. I think, you know, overall, that's still a blessing.
Most
Because he
definitely.
got a
It's a
chance to
blessing
be
at all.
with his family on Thanksgiving, see his kids.
Christmas, all that.
Yeah.
So do you think he'll do a tribute to Rich Homie?
Man, that's what I'm waiting to hear. That's what I'm waiting to hear. Because when his sister said he's still grieving, I know it was a lot of love there with him and Rich Homie.
They did a lot of
and
music together.
Yeah.
They did, and they
Good
never got a
music.
chance to really just make amends.
Yeah, reconcile what they had.
So it's
going on.
like, man, I really want to hear the music. Because I know he going to, like, really, through the music, he going to really, like, tell us, like, everything. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like, they whole relationship and him just being incarcerated when he passed and how he passed. You know, that was an upset for Atlanta, but everybody know that Thug and Rich Homie was the best duo. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
made
coming out the city. yeah.
awesome music. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I'm really excited to hear like the music that he got coming because I know like he really gonna like speak on that situation
Yeah.
because he didn't get a chance to talk to him, so he still can talk to him through the music, and I feel like that gonna be something big when he do release his music. So I'm just waiting on that. I'm eager to hear that. Like I fuck Rich Homie, man. R.P. to Rich Homie
Most definitely.
for sure. But
Always.
did y'all did y'all hear that Kendrick album though?
I ain't gonna even cap with you. I didn't.
Kendrick
But-
was throwing them shots. What?
How many songs did he have on the album?
I'm
How
not
many
sure.
shots he released?
Man, he
Was it all
he
these
released
songs?
a couple. He released a couple. And y'all know that he had one at Wayne, so Wayne tweeted back like, let me see what the tweet was. Wayne had made a post responding back to Kendrick, right? Because it was what song that was? it was a song. I don't know the name of the song, but he did Lil Wayne and he did they say he did Snoop Dogg, but Snoop replied as like it wasn't a diss towards him, but you know, the internet took it as a diss.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne tweeted back as if he don't want this smoke. You feel what I'm saying? But what do y'all think? Y'all think Kendrick really ready for Lil Wayne?
What you mean?
Do y'all really think
Pretty girl.
Do y'all really
I'm
think
trying to
that?
see you,
Because,
my friend.
yeah.
No,
I'm ready.
but I think they could actually go toe to toe. Honestly,
I mean,
they could probably go toe to toe. Not musically, but if we looking entertainingly, I feel like they could.
Wayne tweeted this.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck I do? I just be chilling and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep, I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed on me, love. So what y'all think that meant?
Say
Exactly what he said, but read it again because
Aight.
I don't think she caught it.
I didn't.
Alright.
Say it again.
Wayne again tweeted, man, what the fuck I do? I just be chilling and they still come from my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep, I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me. I shall destroy if disturbed on me, love.
I feel like he should come for it. I feel like if Kendrick asking, he should come for it. Show us that we're wrong. You don't show us that.
Wayne told you.
I would love to
let
hear
this giant sleep.
I would love to
let
hear
this giant sleep.
some good Wayne diss songs. I actually would.
Wayne not a disser though.
What?
He's not a
I
disser.
gotta say it, bro. I got 3 reasons. Every time the nigga done been in a diss battle, the nigga suck.
I mean, but he
Second thing is, ain't shit to say about Kendrick. You don't know shit about Kendrick.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of shit to say about Wayne. There's a
Yeah,
lot to
it
write
is.
about.
True, but you can't say nothing about Wayne that ain't nothing that ain't already been said.
It's still gonna sound good on them tracks.
I mean, true.
I
But-
think they can go toe to
See
toe.
what happened to Drake.
Ooh.
I mean, that was kind of expected though.
No,
for
it
Drake.
wasn't. I didn't
was
expect
kinda
that with Drake.
expected.
Drake is suing.
True.
I did not
Because
expect that.
he lost the war.
Cause did Drake do that to Meek Mill, or was that? Cause so Drake getting his
Who
karma
who's
low-key.
Drake suing? He's suing a record label, right?
Yes.
What is it, Universal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why he suing them though? What they got to do with it?
Because they said they promoted.
Yeah.
They pretty much promoted the diss track type thing. But see,
Yeah.
that's when
They did.
That's when you separate the weak from the strong. Because the weak is that's I mean that's the
Man.
legal way to go about it. But when it comes to Wayne, I'm not saying that he's spy at dissing, but lyrically he's fine.
He would eat him up.
Lyrically he's fine.
Don't get me wrong, Kendrick hard. I'm not gonna take that away
He
from him.
is.
The boy is hard, but let's not forget Wayne the beast too.
He is.
Wayne the beast too.
Wayne
That's why I don't.
Third reason I just don't want to hear no Wayne slander. Like I don't want to hear no.
I'm always stand up for Wayne. I ain't gonna even lie
I don't
to
want-
you.
He shouldn't engage, nigga. You a whole legend.
You a legend.
already.
You a legend.
Yeah, you a
For
legend.
sure.
And he shouldn't even stepped in when they even announced Kendrick to be a part of the Super Bowl. He should have just let it be what it is. Like he got his other issues that he need to, I guess, work on.
I mean, but I can
And-
feel Wayne though. Like if y'all doing the Super Bowl in my city, I mean, this something I always wanted.
But ain't
I mean,
Like
just-
you gotta feel Wayne too at the same time.
But Lil Wayne didn't treat himself right. He didn't market himself in a manner of like he wanted to be at a Super Bowl and perform, because even
They
when he
asked.
on the stage, last week or the week before, he looks terrible.
but okay. First of all, don't give him too much because Wayne been
didn't
looking
look-
like that for years. But for somebody that done been,
that ain't got nothing to do with
but
his talent. I'm
it-
just
at all,
saying.
it don't separate his talent. But at the same time, what people fail to realize is Wayne is still human, just like
Yeah.
anybody else. So if you think about everything that he's been through, everything that he's endured, And all the people that he thought he could trust, all the people he thought had his back, the record label he was originally with, like he done lost a lot and still strong on his own, which is why I don't care what nobody said about him. I fucks with Wayne. He has not folded not one time.
Nah, for sure. Wayne still that nigga to me.
So his appearance done changed. Yes, that's gonna come when you go through stuff.
But Wayne can get on anybody's song and murder it.
So y'all feel like
lyrically he gonna do it.
So y'all feel
he
like
gonna do it.
Yeah.
He ain't good with this.
So y'all feel like he should perform at the Super Bowl?
I ain't
Y'all
gonna
feel
say
like he
that.
should perform at the Super Bowl?
I ain't gonna say that he should perform at the Super Bowl, but what I will say is, if they play a Wayne song anywhere, guess what I'm gonna do? Vibe to it. It's gonna hit every time. It's gonna hit. You can't take it from him.
I feel like that's where the diss come from. By him, you know, with the Wayne shit because of the Super Bowl shit. I feel like he stole the shot at Wayne about.
You heard what he said? Did you hear what he actually
He let
said?
the Carter down. He feel like he
said,
let.
damn, I guess my hard work let Wayne down.
True.
Oh, so that
Yeah,
ain't
he
this.
did this
That
one.
ain't
He
this.
really just saying
I didn't
basically
hear it, but-
he didn't even get recognized by the person he look up to. That's how I take that line.
I mean, yeah.
Because
I can get it from that perspective. I can get it from that
Yeah.
perspective because you know he did look up to Wayne. You feel what I'm saying?
Wayne just mad because his little brother got beat up. That's all.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, like, it's a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying?
because I'm sure Kendrick probably learned lyrically a lot from Wayne, which a lot of people do. And I think that's what that line that you said, I feel like that's probably what that stems from. It's like, oh, well, damn, I wasn't trying to piss him off. They chose me. I didn't say any, you know, we can't be mad at Kendrick. And he shouldn't be mad at Kendrick for that either.
Facts, but y'all got also everybody got to remember we live in a generation where people gonna make something out of
For
nothing.
sure.
every
Because you know
time.
Wayne fans gonna stand strong behind Wayne
But
regardless.
it's
So they
Wayne's
took that
responsibility to know what to do with that. Like he didn't have to indulge in that.
He did, but he Wayne though, so he gotta give some type of response.
I would say as a legend, he shouldn't have, but at the same time too, he still is human. And two, you got to keep your name flowing.
What if
Man,
this
you
is
gotta
a
let these
publicity
folks
stunt?
know.
What if Kendrick is gonna have Lil Wayne on regardless? They doing all this just to have him on. He gonna be on the Super Bowl, like he gonna add him on.
Nah.
You don't think so?
What if they collab though?
That's what I'm saying.
feel
What
That'd
if
be
they
dope.
get him
That'd
on?
be
Yeah,
dope. But
They
I don't.
collab.
that would
I don't
actually
see
be
that
cool.
happening though.
I could see it because this world
There's a
is-
possibility, but like I don't really
nobody
see it
thought
happening,
Diddy was
though.
gonna get arrested with all that baby oil, but
I'm weak.
Man,
I'm weak.
but
did y'all hear? Speaking of Diddy, did y'all hear about the activities Diddy got going on in prison, in federal prison?
Nah, I ain't hear
Nah,
about in
I ain't
prison.
heard nothing about
What?
Diddy.
Man, he
I've
got
been trying to keep my
inmates.
mind off of it.
He got inmates fighting to make his bed up.
Why?
What you mean? He got money. He can run that whole compound if he wants to.
Kingpin Diddy.
Like
I'm weak.
the nigga can run the whole compound if he wants to.
What?
I mean, most definitely. But ain't gonna.
that
He
is
can't
the-
stop his power.
Say
He's a
something,
powerful
but that is the
man.
gayest shit I've ever heard.
I just about to say, because being the fact that they mixed his name before with men and certain activities, do you think that outside of the money, is it more things going on? Because Diddy ain't really made for prison or
I mean,
jail.
he's not. But anybody with money can survive through anything.
But I do you feel like it's more of like a protection thing? Because he's definitely.
I mean, that
yeah,
too,
It
but-
definitely gives me like gay vibes. Like I don't want no
Diddy
niggas
a-
fighting over making my bed.
But Diddy a
is true.
powerful nigga. He can live like that. Even though, because the fact that, okay, don't
So
no
those
nigga really
men
want
just
no nigga
really
making their
acting
bed.
gay for
I
pay.
get that, right?
No.
But just think, like, niggas don't got shit that's in federal prison, right? And you got a nigga like Diddy. Like, if you just make my bed, I can feed you for the next month. Type
True,
shit.
but real bosses pick their circle, not let people fight over who's in their circle.
It's just the power of some shit he can do.
No, he
What else
want the
happening?
same power he had on the streets. I feel like he's trying to get in jail. So you
And
want
he
niggas
doing it. He really doing
that's
it.
sad. I ain't gonna say sassy, but
just
it's
don't
gay.
yeah, it
it's
really
giving
is
very
because
much gay.
Are we
How?
forgetting this prison is all men? Hello.
What I'm saying is, listen.
He not picking no. Oh,
Listen,
you
I'm saying
Brazilian
when you
girl.
when you go in prison, I ain't never been to prison. I ain't never been to jail, so I can't really say. But I feel like you could distinguish what group you want to socialize yourself with. If you want a particular person to protect you, you have the money to pay for that. Why are you allowing men to fight over making your bed?
He not allowing that. That's just what they doing to make his bed.
Ooh.
But you got to be
even
promising them
cringier.
something. My thing is, I'm not finna just fight a nigga to make up your bed because your name Diddy.
I mean,
What am I getting out of that?
Money on your books for the rest of the
survival.
But that's what I'm
Shit.
saying. But what I'm saying is, again, that's something you have to agree to. If I don't know that you're paying this man to make up your bed every day, if I don't know this, I just know he making up your bed. What am I going to beat his ass for?
But if a nigga fucked up, he ain't got shit. He fucked up, he ain't got shit.
I don't
He didn't say, "Oh, you make my bed, I
I
put
feel like he
$1,000 on your
he
book."
been about 3 of them over.
I
don't care what you
mean,
say.
this
And
is
now they fighting over
wild.
who want to get bent over next and paid at the same time.
I mean, shit, the nigga like niggas, so shit. I mean,
He got bigger problems outside this.
but that just. I mean, me personally, I think they're just trying to get him comfortable
yeah.
at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Like he could be, just preparing if he got to be there for a while. But at the same time, that's the power that he can do. Like he had that power to live like that in prison. He restricted from society, but you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so tell me what's gonna happen when it's all said and done. When you got all these lawsuits against you.
The nigga still got 50 mil that he trying to
Okay,
get out
but
of jail.
my point exactly. But you still have to pay lawyers. You have to pay these lawsuits, and now you got so many women coming against you.
You
That's
got kids too. That they don't probably want to work.
So when his money run out, what these niggas gonna do? When his money get low and he can't just promote it the way that he's promoting it, because he still got to worry about prison. Right now, you're just in jail. When you go to
he
prison,
in federal custody. He in prison.
federal cousin, they ain't sentenced him yet. So technically, you're not really in prison until you get sentenced. But yeah, you right. He's not in like a
The nigga in jail. So either way it goes.
that's what I'm saying. So when it goes to you going to prison, now you got to find you a new group of niggas to protect you. That's new numbers, new money.
Man,
How
just
can you
put
pay
me in
all these
solitary
people?
at this point?
By myself. I swear on my
I'll
mama.
make my own bed, baby.
Put me by myself.
I mean, that's just what's going on with his situation.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
But how y'all
I can't-
think that case gonna play out though?
I don't know. I can't keep up. It's too many women. It's too many men. It's too many baby bottles. It's
She said baby bottle.
Baby
oil. It's just too many it's too many babies. It's too many kids. It's just too many. I don't
I ain't
know.
gonna lie, it is a lot of allegations. It's too many videos floating around with women with stories and these house parties. It's so much.
It sounds like
going
Bill
on.
Cosby all over again.
No, that's worse than Bill Cosby.
Well, yes,
I
but
feel-
Bill Cosby times 10, I guess, because you remember it was just a different woman every
I
week.
ain't like that with Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
though.
every week,
That
but-
man was pushing damn near 90, and y'all come fuck with that man.
I
that
didn't
shit
understand
fucked
that because these women talking about they was I know we can't talk about the that, but they said they was drugged back in the 1970s, and I'm just like,
Ain't no
what?
statute of limitation. That's what I'm getting at. Ain't no statute of limitation on none of this.
I'm
But,
trying to
okay.
forget what I did this past
With,
week.
but look though, with Trump being president now, do you think is a chance that he could use that to his advantage to be his case?
What do you mean?
Because Trump pardoned a lot of people that was incarcerated during his
Like
time.
he did before.
Oh, just like Biden just pardoned his son, his little drug-headed son. Biden said, "Before I leave this office, my son coming with me."
So did he might have a chance of?
I don't
You
think Trump gonna do that. Trump don't want to be bothered with that.
I mean, you gotta think though.
He too busy trying.
Trump
to
have been in
scoop up
Diddy
all
parties too. Trump know everything going
Trump
on.
was funding the Diddy parties. Trump.
So
know
you
all
don't
about
think he
him.
would
Oh,
help?
so he might help him then.
Exactly.
I don't think he might.
help
I
him.
don't think he gonna help him. I feel like if anything, Trump may want to try to figure out how to get rid of Diddy or silence him at any cost. I don't think Trump's gonna help him because what would Trump look like helping Diddy?
the same person that was funding the party.
Exactly.
But they don't know
What the
that. But people don't know he was funding it. They just know that certain people was. But I believe Trump was funding those parties. Cause why was he hanging out with Diddy back then in the early?
Everybody was hanging out with Diddy.
I'm just saying. But Trump was on the totally end of the spectrum of money. He was a business mogul. He wasn't a rapper. He was a business mogul. So why was he hanging out with a young
because
producer?
Diddy buy his business. So my thing is, I ain't gonna even lie to
he
you.
investing in something.
If he helped Kodak, he might just help Diddy. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
You think so?
Because Kodak ain't even got half of what Diddy got.
But that's what I'm saying. Kodak was in jail for some crack, wasn't it?
I don't know what Kodak was in
I don't
jail
remember,
for.
but
But
I know
did
he
y'all
got
see
a
him on Casanat Live do a backflip and pop a perk at the same time?
Man, that's Yak, man. That's how Yak live, man.
We're gonna pray for him though. I love Kodak too. We're gonna pray for him.
I do love Kodak.
Yeah.
Florida boy.
I fuck with Kodak, man.
I love me
I
a
do.
Florida
He just
boy.
dropped another little album too.
Yeah, he got some music finna come out.
Yeah.
He
I
got
just
some
want
Friday.
him
I need to
to
go hear.
the way he
Hey,
acting.
Tony.
Do he sound like the old Kodak?
Man, that boy talking about all the hard drugs he on.
He was on it when he took.
He
Look,
talking about how he did crack.
Look.
He talking about how he on the milk. He talking about how he
Trey.
Yes.
He literally did one of them. He did a backflip, put that perk, and did one of them.
And then
I seen it.
Yeah, threw another one in there. Yes, he was popping drugs on Casanat Live like
I seen
a
that.
week or two ago.
They tried to bash my boy for that, but shit, I mean,
No,
niggas
he
just took
shouldn't have
a
been
perk.
doing that. It's too many kids watching that. Now that I don't agree with. No, you go somewhere else on that. Do that on OnlyFans.
You feel like that was inappropriate?
That was inappropriate for Kodak to do that. He too grown for that.
But what if anybody else would do?
But at the end of the day, we not promoting drugs. That's not what we're doing. And Kai and I have a lot of kids.
We not
following
promoting
him.
drugs. They do that every day in these
Okay,
music.
but it doesn't help when we have people just pushing it. Kodak should have never did it on live. And Kai, I know Kai was looking shocked as hell. And Kai gonna get in trouble one day if he keep pushing. the way he
Kodak ain't the
pushing.
only one that popped the perk on live.
on Cat Live.
On Kai
I
Live.
mean, yeah, Casanet Live, yeah.
Kai
but
didn't pop the perk. Kodak did.
I know, but I mean,
Like
it,
popping a perk on Nickelodeon.
Yes, because
I mean,
when-
I can get that. I can
Yes.
get that because you know
he
got
has a
big-
lot of kids
big
that
stream
follow
platform.
him.
But at the same time, man, he ain't the only nigga that just pop perk on camera though.
But he's very influential.
I ain't gonna lie, Casanat. That man, he doing it. He doing it.
He is.
When I seen Bill Nye on his thing,
He too big to have people popping perks on his live. That's what I'm saying. Kodak should have never done it.
he literally have everybody coming to his live stream. Literally.
Yeah, he doing the thing,
yeah.
and he a young dude.
Kudos to him.
He
He
came
is
a long
literally
way.
popping his shit.
Yep.
Yeah, he doing the
He
thing.
popping his shit.
He got a big platform.
I
A
love
huge
it. I love
platform.
it.
He got a big
I love
platform.
I love it.
He really, he does his thing. He's very influential. He has a lot of people that do look up to him, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with Kai. I really like Kai Cenat. I feel like sometimes some of the guests that he have on his show kind of make it where it's just eerie.
What you mean?
Sometimes it just don't fit with the vibe. Yeah, he did start off by, him, his mom, his sisters, it was in a shelter and stuff like that. But
That's what's up.
Where he from?
and he from New York, the Bronx, yeah.
The Bronx.
You remember when he
That's
did
what's up.
that? Had that giveaway for one PS5 and $500,000. Like, well, not $500,000, but they almost $500,000. But they said they had to call the police and everything because a lot of people travel from all over the world to try to get that giveaway. And they arrested him and told him he couldn't do that because he's such a big platform.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That happened years ago, though. That was like, just imagine, that was 2 or 3 years ago. So now he's grown so much bigger now. He just got to be mindful of the people he invite on his life.
But what I feel like too, you are correct. But the thing about it too, I feel like he allows certain guests or certain people because he has to reach everybody.
yeah, you got to
You
do
can't
yeah.
just do people that kids like,
No,
or
yeah.
just people that like people like Kodak. No, he mixed it up. That's why again when he had Bill
He has
Nye,
all type of
Bill
people.
Nye, the science guy. I know everybody watched him in school. To have that man as old as he is on your show, I felt like was major,
Yeah.
like major.
He did. He had some really good people.
Like, and
But
again, that's
I feel
hitting
like you gotta
different
put some
platforms.
rules, set some rules and stuff. Like when you come, just don't do backflips and pop perks. That's all.
Man,
Like
that was the only time that shit happened.
I mean, I do understand. I definitely
I had that one
understand,
time.
but I do also understand you can't control a person's.
Yeah, that yak, he gonna be himself. That's just him
Like
on.
anybody that know Kodak do drugs.
Yeah,
like
like-
again, not saying that it was okay for you to do it on that particular platform,
For sure.
but at the same time too, you should have. I mean, again, that's out of his control.
Yeah.
I seen one live stream that he had where, some people were saying that it was fake, but when they was doing like the magician show or whatever, and the dude, like did it like he was hanging himself. Like, I don't know if that was real or not, but he was still on a live stream and they did that and they had to hurry up and cut the video and he was telling them like, turn it off. He can't control what other people do on his platform.
But how many times can he allow stuff like that to happen before they cancel him? Because Twitch already pulled his page one time and he forgot how that felt when they took his page and he was begging them to give it back. So he got to understand some of that can cause, damage. But he doing his big one though.
He really
he's
is.
very entertaining.
Kudos to him.
Very
I like
entertaining.
it. I like everything he do. I like the people that he invite. I like that he's versatile.
Super
I
funny.
fuck with bro. He a cool little dude. Funny as hell.
Now I will say this. One more thing about it. When he set them fireworks off in his house, my little cousins tried to redo that.
Oh.
My auntie was so mad. She said, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
Listen, I'm gonna tell you some shit that fucked me up. You know this nigga got one of them Tesla robots, right?
Yes.
Man, the fucking robot disobeyed him. It's a fucking robot.
What he did?
He disobeyed him. I forgot what the fuck it was. He was trying to tell him to do something, and the robot didn't do it. Like, when he first got it, the robot actually was listening to him and doing stuff he said he do, right? This, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm like, man, this the reason I wouldn't get that shit, because you only can control this to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
So when this motherfucker flip out on you, what do you do? And that was on a whole live stream when that shit happened.
What he did when the robot ain't listen.
He didn't know what the fuck to do. He went like,
What you gonna tell him to do, pretty? Will you be like, go in there and get that bread and that robot like 7 feet tall? And he say
I
no.
forgot.
I'm
What
gonna
it
say shut
was.
down. Shut off.
I think he did say that, and that motherfucker
It
kept
did shut
talking. He ain't shut down.
Yeah, because you was supposed to cut it off every time you done playing with it, but you left them on, so now he listening, and now he know.
He picking up all kind of stuff.
Got the code. And
Would y'all
everything.
have one of them?
No.
I wouldn't.
Not because when it disobey me, it's gonna start telling me what to do and what am I supposed to do. It's gonna beat me.
That's what I'm saying. When the motherfucker, when you can't control it no more, what do you do?
I wish I had a pool. Go jump in the pool. Hopefully it follow me.
I mean, I think it's cool and all that they created it, but I don't want nothing that I can control. Like, humans ain't meant to be controlled.
I think it's dope. I just think it's some shit that you just should go to the museum and see. Type shit. Like, I don't think it's nothing that people should really have in their house.
I wouldn't
'Cause
mind having it at
we
Burger
don't-
King.
We don't know the danger that it could do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Overnight workers at Burger King instead robots.
and you think
So
people want to
you want
eat
a
that?
robot cooking your food?
Yeah, I'll take that over the Burger King workers.
What?
Yeah.
No, the robot could do my customer service, but
The
you ain't cooking me
the
nothing.
robot can't even taste the food.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't cooking me nothing.
Why would I have a robot cooking my food?
But robots can do that. I feel like they can. I feel like they'll probably be more efficient. Put the right amount on there. I won't be getting like
you
I
really
did.
believe that?
I really do feel like they. Yes.
Fuck no.
I really do.
So
Ain't no way.
If they can
man.
train a robot to do a lot, they could train a robot to be a Burger King
It's certain
server.
shit that a robot just can't do. No
only
matter how you
reason-
They have stations. Every robot have stations, and they just pass it along.
the only reason I disagree is because God made mankind.
Yeah.
And you can't even get them to act right. I'm not trusting nothing that a man made. It's just not gonna happen.
I thought the question was, what would we use a robot for?
No, that's not what they said.
Because
Made that up.
them Burger King workers, after we
That
leave
one-
work at
She
night,
made that
ooh,
up. I don't know what she heard.
I need a robot right now.
I ain't fucking with that though. Hell
Yeah.
no.
You ain't
can
making
have
me.
that.
You ain't making me.
I
Nothing.
can't have one in my house, no, because I don't even like dolls like that.
But I can see people having them like trying to watch their kids. I can see that.
Watch
in
my
years.
kids, and
I
then the
can see that
robot
in the future,
spaz
for
out
real.
and
I can
pick
see
up
that
little
in the
Jimmy and
future.
throw it against the wall. No.
How far you think he gonna go with that though? Like with these robots?
As
'Cause
far
it's
as they
people
could go,
actually purchasing them.
they're gonna go as far as they can go with them. Watch.
Yeah.
Do you think that the robot gonna bring some type of harm where people just gonna stop fucking with them? Like,
I think robots gonna start communicating because the robot. The whole point of the robot was that he created was it's supposed to be like us, and they learn every time they listen to us. We communicate, and as we communicate, they learn how we interact. I think eventually, if we have too many robots and they're all learning and they all listening to us, and then they say, "Hey, we all look alike." We can just do this against them, and then now we have our robot times 10 without Will Smith.
but I don't think that shit'll work.
I think it could.
I feel like it's just if they get too deep into it, literally not gonna have no jobs. If you're not in the medical field,
I feel like
if
it's
you're
gonna.
not
I feel like at some point it's gonna destroy a lot of
mankind,
things. Yeah,
it's gonna destroy
but
mankind. It's gonna take over.
it's gonna really bring damage to a lot of things that people probably ain't even aware of that it could do right now because it's exciting. It's a thrill right now. Like the robot can articulate what we say and like do what we tell them to do type shit, right? But what happens when that shit is no longer controllable? Do you think it's gonna be a solution to that where if it when the robot do disobey you, like, oh, do this and it'll get back to normal, or you just think like it's just gonna like fall apart once the robot just disobey you? He just like when a dog turn on you, he go against everything that you taught him. Do you think
And who
the
made
robot?
the dog?
What you mean?
Who made the dog? God, duh.
I mean, but we talking about some shit that are human created.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trusting that shit.
So
I'm
you
not
don't
trusting
think that
no-
like? Cause I'm eager to see like how far this shit gonna go.
If mankind turn on mankind and God made us in the likes of Him, you thinking I'm trusting something that a man made? I'm just not trusting.
It's more to come with that though. To
Well,
see.
when you get one at your house, remind me not to
yeah,
come.
I wouldn't give you. You can always come because you ain't gonna see that. That won't be at my house.
How much
But
that cost?
Like 20,000.
Oh, that ain't bad. I still don't want one.
Yeah, it
That
ain't.
ain't
It ain't nothing about
ain't
that.
bad.
They got a warranty on it.
Oh,
Do it got like an auto
Oh,
shut
no.
down on it?
Like, do
That's what
do
I'm
he
trying
know
to
my
see,
face or
because, like,
something? Like
when
I'm the
he-
owner.
when he disobeyed him, right, it was like shut down, but it kept talking. So I don't really know.
That might have been a skit though.
It wasn't no skit. That wasn't no skit. That nigga, that robot, he really was feeling like that. So I feel like that's what I'm trying to see. Like, is it any way that you can shut them off?
I feel like it is a way that you can like manually turn them on and off. But I feel like when they go to malfunctioning or again not listening or whatever the case may be, the creator may know, but the owner may not know.
They probably do got something like a little button or something you push.
It gotta be
But you
some
gotta turn
kind
it
of
on,
way
but-
that you
Yeah,
can
but
control
they
this,
keep
though.
they
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
But I haven't seen a video yet where somebody actually turn on a robot and turn off the robot.
they always on when you
They
see 'em.
always on.
and I feel like you
like,
supposed
what
to
the
turn
fuck?
them
What
off
this
when you
motherfucker?
get done.
He don't go dead. You don't have to recharge it. Like this motherfucker.
They
They
stay
probably do have a
talking.
charging base. Yeah.
Man, Elon Musk, you gotta show us how this shit work, buddy. Cause right now I'm
No,
seeing these
don't show
motherfuckers
me.
go crazy.
I'm okay. I don't need one. I don't want to know how it works.
I think it'd be interesting for the
I
kids
wake
to
up and walk down my hallway and I see I forgot to turn the robot off. Oh no.
See. Man, that shit.
What if it
wild.
power itself back on? Like you turn it off, then you wake up and that thing.
That's
back
what
on
I'm
by
saying.
I'm going to get in my car and I'm gonna come over to y'all
Is it
house.
electric? Like, do you charge it or like is it a battery? You gotta put batteries in it.
That ain't even the problem. I'm just worried about when it go AWOL and it don't want to listen to me no more.
What do you do?
I'm going to my car and then I'm gonna just have to figure everything else out.
She said
She
she
gonna
going to
let
her car.
Yeah, go to your car and meditate,
weak.
and this robot still
I
gonna be
can't
doing
stay in the
same
house.
thing.
He gonna break down the wall.
So you gonna let him take over?
He gonna have to. I'm gonna grab Jake now. If he grab Jake, I'm gonna just have to just go because
That nigga gonna eat Jake.
He gonna sling Jake across the house. Can't go
Hell
there.
nah.
That's crazy.
Nah, that shit wild.
So no robots for me. I can't do no robot apocalypse. I could probably do a zombie apocalypse,
What you mean?
like the Walking Dead type stuff.
No, ma'am.
I'm not with
I'm
none
not
of
I would
that.
take that over the
I'm not
robot.
Okay.
with that.
Yeah.
She's tripping.
I ain't doing
Yeah.
no, ma'am.
Because with the Walking Dead and stuff, like it's just easy to get away. He looking like.
That she tripping, bro. I don't know
Really?
what. I don't know what.
So
she
y'all would
on.
take robots.
I wouldn't
Robots
take
that can
none
just
of
jump
that
on your
shit.
car, buzz and be like, come through. When you could really get away with some zombies.
I don't want none of that.
Like, what if you had to choose which one you rather fight?
A zombie or a robot?
Zombie. I take a zombie.
Man, I don't know that shit.
Robots you can't even kill. Like you can't shoot no robot.
How the fuck you gonna kill a dummy?
A zombie
Yeah,
in the head.
in the head. What if that motherfucker don't die?
It will die because that's how all zombies
Technically,
die.
that's how they say if you shoot it in the head.
They will, pretty.
die.
They will. Hang with me. You got the gun though, so I hang with you.
You ever? Have you ever goddamn killed a zombie?
I feel like I could though. I can't
We
kill
all
no
feel like we could if we in
Okay,
danger.
how you gonna kill the robot? If you had a zombie and a robot running towards you, first of all,
Pour some water on that motherfucker.
Now, the only thing I would say is a zombie over a robot because the robot would like technically be more stronger, more operated, more stuff like that I wouldn't have to deal with. You would have to mess up the wires, do certain things to get that thing to shut down. Again, a zombie, they move a lot slower. So
depending on what
from a
movie you watching.
True. But from a distance, like she said, I could just shoot you and I ain't even got to worry about you. Now, when it comes a whole bunch of y'all, we got a problem. But I don't want to deal with neither.
Me either.
Neither.
But if I had a choice, like if I ain't have no option, I probably would do the zombie though. Cause I got a pretty fair shot at beating him up and getting him like putting him down.
He say beat him up.
Yeah, I could beat a zombie up, but a robot, I don't know, man. That motherfucker.
Okay, so if we had a 10 episode zombie apocalypse, what episode would you make it to, Trey?
Make it a 10.
You gonna make it to
I'm
10?
making it to the end.
This is a zombie. This a motherfucker only do so much before we find a solution to kill his ass.
When one grab you, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna drop kick that motherfucker. Shit, I ain't finna let him put me in the chokehold. Cause you know they multiply.
What?
You know they multiply.
Yeah,
you kill
if
one,
you
you gotta
get-
kill another one.
What?
If you kill one, you gotta kill another one. They multiply.
This ain't Call of Duty.
We talking about zombies. We talking about zombies. Shit.
But yeah.
Nah, that's some crazy shit to think about though. Like if we
I had to
were
pick
to
between the
come
two.
like between that shit'd be crazy as fuck. That shit'd be up. Man, I don't know how that shit'll play out. I ain't even gonna lie. But man, shit, man. That I don't know. You got me thinking though. Like, cause these robots, like they multiplying and people actually buying them.
Have y'all
Like, that's,
ever rode
that's
a
something
Tesla
really
before?
to think about. Like, huh?
Ever rode a Tesla before?
A Tesla?
Yeah.
I haven't physically been in
Nah,
one.
I ain't physically.
My
been
auntie
in
got
one.
one though, but I ain't been in it.
The Teslas are nice. They kind of give me like, I feel like Elon Musk, he's trying to get more towards like the futuristic
point
type
is-
side, which
Alright.
I'm nervous about.
But you
because
think you don't think he going too far with that though?
I think he is.
Most definitely.
With the chip,
Right.
you know, the chip to put in the head and stuff like that for mind reading and stuff. Which I was reading something about. He said that it was working. Like the guy they put it in, he lifted something with his hand. But I don't know if that actually happened. I don't know.
But just because it work on one don't mean it's gonna work on all. And two, I ain't letting nobody try nothing
Yeah.
on me. I don't care what it is. I don't care what type of rules, guidelines.
I ain't fucking.
What-
I ain't letting nobody put nothing in me that
I
God didn't
move
bless
out of
me
America before I let them play with me. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
with. Well, we got a long way to go.
What? For what?
Leaving America.
How do y'all
No.
feel about the food here though?
I already
in
got my
America?
passport. I just become a dual citizen.
I can fuck with that,
I'm gone. I'm telling you, first flight up out of here. I ain't gonna even play with them. I'm gone.
man.
I already know where I'm going. I'm going to Thailand.
Thailand.
Yeah. How do y'all
Thailand
feel about
nice.
the food here versus
What you
like
mean?
so like how America, how we are when it comes down to our eating habits, the food that we eat, the grocery stores,
They're
the
careless.
clothes that we're shopping.
Man, you know they had a
that we're
recall on water.
buying. I did see that.
Like it was like a couple weeks ago. They had a recall on
We was
water.
having a recall on a lot of stuff.
Hell yeah, like
ham.
Always in
Yeah.
America.
man, that shit crazy.
So do y'all feel like how do y'all feel about the food intake here? Because a lot of people who are not from here, they
horrible.
laugh at our food.
It's
like
horrible.
it's crazy that we eat stuff
because
like that.
cause this shit like they men making this
I
stuff.
just want to say we have the most man-made stuff. We are the most unhealthiest of all countries.
yeah,
We
like
the only ones that got the stuff that we got, which is why when foreigners come over here, they think not that we're better, but they feel like we have so many more options because we do compared to what they have in their country. But they are a lot more healthier. Why do you think a lot of those people live longer? How many Asians you seen die at a young age?
not many.
Chinese people. A lot of them live a lot longer than the average American.
But do you think
person.
they food is really healthy?
Yeah.
I mean, I eat Chinese food, but that shit make me feel bad.
Because it's from America.
You even
It's-
the
it's American.
Americanized Chinese
That's what I'm
food.
saying.
That's not
Versus
what people use.
when you go to
over
their
there.
country and you eat their food in their country, watch how much different it tastes.
So they don't
compared to
have chicken
America.
fried rice?
They
I ain't gonna say
do
that they
Trey.
They have the same stuff, but ours is more man-made.
And I feel like
So
the
it's
portion
ours
size
is
too.
American style
Yes.
and
If you
not
wanna say
just
that.
the original like
If you wanna-
Chinese.
Like you
Yeah.
go and eat some tacos with your a real Puerto Rican make you a real taco.
A real taco. It's not gonna be like
An
the one you
American
go
taco.
to. Yeah.
It's not gonna be Taco Bell
Yeah.
taco.
Yeah.
Who the freak is Taco Bell?
But I feel like
Ain't
the
no Taco
portion
Bell.
size is crazy too because at a real Chinese restaurant, you're not gonna get that big serving that they do when you at the buffet. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get portion size food.
So you think our food is bad for Americans?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we have the most diseases. That's why people always getting sick. That's why they always doing experiments. That's why everything happens the way it happens in America.
Exactly. And if bugs don't eat
processed.
French fries, why are we eating them? Like literally, a bug will not eat a French fry.
What you think about that?
Like a roach would not eat it.
First of all, I ain't never paid attention because I
Me
ain't trying to
either.
see what a roach eating.
I'm just
So-
saying. But
so
have you noticed
I-
that? Like if
No,
I haven't never
Yeah.
witnessed that to say.
but that's a good fact to know.
you can drop some honey on the floor. A dog won't eat. Jake will not eat a French fry. Jake gonna look at you like, girl, what else you got in that bag? Cause that ain't
He
it.
said a dog won't eat McDonald's.
I believe that.
Walk off on your
Yeah.
I believe that on God.
So
'Cause
if
you can-
animals won't eat it and they're going off a natural instinct, why are we doing it? You know.
man, I don't.
I just noticed that with like if I drop a French fry on the floor, I won't have like I don't get bugs anyways. But if I did, I'll get more bugs if I drop honey on the floor versus a French fry.
Honey is more natural, more
Mm-hmm.
pure.
Yeah.
But it is. I know American food. Period is not good.
What do French fries originally come from though? Like,
Supposed to be potatoes.
I know, but
supposedly.
what potatoes come from? Like what animal is that produced by?
Animal. That's not an animal.
It's a plant.
It's
a
it's
plant.
more of like a
I'm
vegetable.
dead
Yeah,
ass
it's a
serious.
vegetable.
Like I
Yeah.
always
It's
want
from
to
the
know that.
ground.
It's more of like a vegetable. A potato is more of a vegetable.
literally grow on the ground.
Yeah, like
Oh.
a bush, kind of.
I seriously didn't know that. Like real shit.
A potato is a big ass seed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta educate me and realize.
So you know the
No, it
potatoes
just
like
threw me out
the
because you was like, "What animal?" And I'm like, "Wait, huh?"
like.
Yeah, I really like.
It's
I
it's
mean,
a
So
it's
when you eat a
supposed to be
stuffed
vegetable.
potato, when you eat a stuffed potato, that's where French fries come from. Potatoes like that.
that's weird though for me thinking that. Like Y'all, I really didn't know what the fuck a potato came
I just
from.
wanted to know who voice they was hearing on the other side the whole time.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is me.
I feel like it's what they put on the French fries though, because I feel like they saturated with so much other stuff.
But too, depending on where you get the French fries from, a lot of stuff is not from a real potato. Again, it's man-made, it's processed, it's imitation.
See, that's how much bullshit that we eat. Like, cause I really didn't know that because there's so much shit just being man made.
Yep.
To the point where like I really didn't know where like potatoes come from because like we don't really eat off the land no more. Like we supposed to, but a lot of this shit we eat are man made and it's really fucking up our bodies.
But that's one thing I never understood too. God produced a lot of stuff for us. But when we were hungry,
he did.
he made sure he grew it. When we got thirsty, he made sure we had water. Why are we paying for the same thing that God gave us for free?
We got so far away. We got so far away from it. Like, but our grandma, like my grandma in particular, never ate fast food.
And I bet they lived.
She always
Was
ate,
healthy.
Yeah, she didn't eat fried food, none of that stuff, because they grew up on picking their food.
Yeah.
A farm.
Yeah, so it's like she didn't eat nothing that wasn't plant based.
And you know another thing they did,
God
everything,
created
but,
everything
you know,
that God didn't create.
Yeah.
Another thing that they didn't do that we do more so now than more so a lot now is bottled water. So I have my auntie has a friend. Her dad is like in his 90s. He says he doesn't drink bottled water. He boils his water and
He boil it.
Distilled water.
And he doesn't eat fast food. Like it's very rare when he does. He cooks all his food. He goes to the grocery store every day. He does things.
That's
like
how
that.
we should survive.
That's how you should. You're supposed to eat fresh food almost every day. You're not supposed to. First of all, I'm very weary about having something in the freezer for really 2 or 3 months. But people have stuff in their freezer for 5 or 6 months.
Wait.
Still eat
I ain't
it.
having it in my month.
2 or 3 months.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
exactly. Because I would have something. I only allow something to be in my refrigerator for a month. If it's something that can stay in there for a month and a half, depending on what it is, like French fries, I'll do that. But when it comes down to food, like meat, it'll probably be in there for a week or 2.
So what do you keep in there 2-3 months?
No, I'm just saying like that. But people do keep things in their freezer for a long
I ain't gonna
period
lie,
of time.
people use the hell out of them deep freezers. I ain't gonna lie to you. They do. But again, that goes back to a lot of stuff is man-made and not God-made. Because a lot of people don't realize cold stuff not good for you. That's what makes your blood thick. That's why a lot of women cramp. Because naturally, you're supposed to drink room temperature water. Like he stated, plastic isn't good for you. People will put plastic bottles in their car and then turn around and drink it after it been sitting in the heat all day. That's not good for you.
It's crazy because I do that shit a lot.
That's
No
not
lie.
good for you. 2, I'm big on, I don't drink purified water. I do not drink distilled water.
But I ain't pretty.
Spring water only.
Spring
I ain't
water
gonna
is
say
good.
spring water only. Spring water, well water, artesian water, volcano water, any natural water I drink. Purified water is processed
Girl,
water.
stop pouring in my bottle.
But purified water is processed water, which means the government takes all of the minerals out of the water and put what minerals they want to put back into it.
So that ain't real water.
I mean, it's real water. It's just processed water. So my thing is, why take all the minerals out to put what minerals you want back in it?
So what does the clean water come from that we should be drinking?
Like spring water.
Yeah,
Spring
where
water.
that come from?
The spring. The spring. Well water comes from a well. It's natural water that God created and it's not processed. So every natural mineral that God placed in that water is still in that water. Distilled water has no minerals in it. So distilled water is not bad for you, but when you boil water on the stove, it's distilled, which means you're killing every mineral out of the water. Now, I ain't gonna act like I always knew that. I learned that from working at a water company. I did. True story.
You got a cheat code. In
Yeah,
Okay.
but from
But nah though, like I'm
from
following
knowing
you, though.
that, Again, I won't touch purified. I ain't gonna lie. I sip it every blue moon if I.
Shit, you came to my house. You said, nah, that's purified.
I will say that quick though. Yeah, if
like-
it's purified, I don't want it. But again, I don't trust nothing about the government. Nothing, because everything is experimental and money based with them. You won't get me like that. I don't want to be.
I mean, you done educated me on something because I don't,
Capitalism.
you know, like I just drink water. I don't give a damn. Like I just drink water.
That's what they want
Drunk
to.
some water. You ain't never drunk some water and then notice
It
like,
tastes
how-
It tastes nasty.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your throat dry.
Aquafina.
Yeah, hell
Like,
yeah.
damn, I'm drinking water. How my throat so dry?
Yeah,
You shouldn't
Yeah.
be dehydrated.
That
You
shit.
shouldn't be
Yeah,
de-
it really made me more thirsty.
Aquafina and Deer Park does that to me. I cannot drink Deer Park. I don't like Deer Park, and I don't like
I
Aquafina.
think Deer Park good though.
And that's spring water.
I
But
don't-
You're so accustomed to purified water that
No, I like spring water. I don't like the way Deer Park tastes. I
Why?
just don't like Deer Park for some odd reason. It is.
a lot
They
of
like
people
the
say-
deal just lifted their
Yeah,
head
it's
out
like
there.
I remember.
shit good.
Guess
really.
what?
I was
I'm
at-
gonna tear it up.
I was at soccer practice and they had Deer Park water. Every time I drank some, I felt like I couldn't get enough water. I felt like a deer that couldn't get water. So I don't like Deer Park. But
Deer Park good to me though.
I mean, I fuss with it. So I ain't gonna lie. As long as it say spring on it, well water,
But it is
volcano
a
water,
difference, though,
whatever-
yeah.
But it is.
I ain't even
like
gonna lie.
Dasani, after I
Boss.
stopped drinking all that stuff, Dasani is nasty. Aquafina is
Disgusting.
nasty. It's just so.
Oh my.
Aquafina, I
Dasani
had
and
ooh.
Aquafina.
Y'all drink smart water?
No.
I had somebody tell me some shit
Mm.
about smart water that made me stop drinking it.
What they said.
Like how unhealthy and bad it was as water.
Ain't
like,
that
it's
purified
just,
water?
I
think
think,
smart
I
water
think so.
really
I'm not
Yeah.
sure
I
on
think
that though.
Got a lot of added shit in there.
Boss is good. I love
Yeah,
Boss.
but
And Fiji is okay. Even though I think they said something about Fiji, but I do like Boss. Fiji is okay.
Nah,
Fiji-
but what they get you with too is because on a lot of the water bottles they'll put alkaline, and people see alkaline be like, okay, yeah, this good water. No, that does not necessarily mean that. No, I'm just saying a lot of people say just because they see the word alkaline on it that it means that it's good. Yeah, like no, that's not the case.
That's just a word they put on there.
Yeah, to make it sound good.
Yeah, trick me. I drank shit out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't even gonna lie. I drank shit out of it.
That's their goal. That's their goal.
Man, that's crazy, man. You gotta watch for everything. But see, that's the thing. Like a person like me that just drank water, but I'm really uneducated on it. Like, and I ain't really afraid to say that because like I just drank water.
Right.
Like they tell you water good for you, drink a lot of it, and I drank a lot of it. But some of that shit poison.
Most definitely.
It's fucked up, but it's really poison and it fuck us up.
It's
But,
just
like,
population
But
control.
I hope that everybody listening to this that picked up on what you were saying though, cause that shit real.
Most
Cause you
definitely.
most definitely schooled me. You know what
My
I'm saying?
pleasure. My
But
pleasure.
you worked at a water company, so you
That was
gonna have
years
the
ago,
insight
though.
anyway.
Yeah,
You gonna have
yeah.
the insight anyway. But at the same time, like I think everybody should know that though.
Most
like
definitely.
it's a lot of people like myself unaware of that because they just drink water.
Mm-hmm.
Just like people say you should drink more water. Water good for you. So people just as long as it's water, they drink it.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Without knowing the insight behind like the water you
different
should
types,
be
yes.
drinking. Yeah.
But they tell us what they want us to know. That's the thing. But that's why I'm glad I've been versatile. Like I've always done customer service, but this is my first warehouse job. But I'm glad that I have been versatile. Like my goal is to be in different companies because that's the only way you're gonna learn different things. I don't
Nah,
have
for sure.
no problem with nobody that been on job 10, 15 years. But all you know for them 10, 15 years is that one company and what they taught you. I spent a couple years at each job, each company, each establishment because when I make my own, I learned different business mechanisms. I know the do's and the don'ts, the insides, the
for sure.
outsides. Like, that's my
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
of
Some
it.
people just like to work though. Like they just like working people. Like they just like to work.
I like to work too, but you ain't going to keep me at one place too long.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
once I learn what I need from this company, not saying I don't mind. Okay, so if you spend your whole life at one company, true, you making money,
yeah.
but you helping somebody else get rich. What you doing for
sure.
yourself? What knowledge are you gaining within that time frame for yourself? So I
You
don't
got a
mind
point.
spending a couple years there to learn, but once I learn everything I can learn from this company,
But see,
it's time for me to go.
you come with of a motive to learn, most people just come with a motive to work.
Or just be
So
content. You mean
they just work.
because that's what it is. It's very just being content. Like they don't see anything, and we need people like that because that's what make the world go round. But
Content people. God did not create us to work. That's the crazy part. We all have a purpose here, but it wasn't for you to work for somebody else for your life.
But
I guess it
need
just
people
depends on
that-
what aspect of your life you want to be content in. Because some people
Nursing, yes, I salute all nurses. Is it a beneficial? You helping kids, you helping the community, anything where you're helping people, salute, because that's our purpose on earth, to help each other. Anything that you're not helping people, what's the benefit of the company?
I mean,
honestly.
yeah. Well, besides sales and profit,
Who is that helping? That's helping the business owner.
yeah, it helping them grow the company, but like you say, it's still helping the business owner. Who
Even with
developed the
our
company.
job, it gets draining, right? You feel like you don't have enough time to yourself, right?
For sure.
But how much money are we making these people? They sitting back on the island, feet kicked up, living good.
Billions.
My point exactly. So that's how you see yourself spending your. I know you don't, but I'm just saying.
Fuck no.
My point exactly. Like I can't do that. I understand some people are content, but I feel like that's when you don't know your purpose here on earth.
But
you are content.
but let
with
me
just
ask you this
living.
though: when you want somebody like that to work for you?
What
it's a different aspect of the business.
Anybody that work for me, I want you to have a greater purpose of growing. Your purpose is to grow within yourself. You could be beneficial to my company, but see, I'm a humanitarian. I feel like that's my purpose. That's who I am. That's who God created me to be. So I want to help people, which is why the nonprofit organization come along, which is why I feed the homeless, which is why I do certain things. Because my life is not just mine. It's for me to help everybody else, uplift people that don't have nobody to uplift them. But my company itself, I would want people that's, again, want to grow within yourself and you have a greater purpose. Like if you like helping people, yeah, you could be a part of my company. But I don't want you to give every waking day of your life to my nonprofit organization or to any company that I create. I want you to do it when you are available and you have time because that's what your passion is. That's it.
I can get that, but you know you need loyal workers that's gonna commit to your company at the same time.
But I also
some people don't want to grow in that form.
And that's okay because we do need people like that.
Exactly.
It's okay with having people that are content with what they do because we do need people to fill those jobs.
And we respect
in a bigger scheme of things, we do need those people.
Yeah, and we respect all the people that work.
And motivation wise, you would want people to want to do it, but that's not how life works. I would want to, on a corporate level, I would want somebody who is kind of like, it just depends on what I'm doing. You could be content with your job. It doesn't matter. I don't have to fill this job because you want to be here. You're here. It just depends on how you're looking at it.
So both of y'all, what percentage of the world do you feel like work because that's their passion, whatever field, whatever they're doing, whatever they wake up to do every day, they do it because there's their passion, or they do it because it's a paycheck?
Well,
what
most
percentage?
people, I feel like we all work because we have to, in a way, right?
But it's not the question.
I think
But-
it's changing now though, because the kids now give a fuck about those. These kids, they gonna do what they want to do.
For sure.
I understand what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, and what you're saying. But
Facts.
I own businesses, and I got a job. I got a corporate job.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
With big folk.
Right.
You feel me? And I actually like what I do.
Right.
I done been a manager. I done been all these
Yeah.
positions that's higher, but I actually rather stay on this.
You passionate about
Yeah.
where you
I
at.
enjoy it.
Facts.
I'm making good money. The benefits right, and
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've been a
So-
business owner to where I understand what it's like to own a business for 8 years. So to me, it just depends. I speak from a different standpoint because you need people who are willing to work and
For sure.
I'm not saying for one thing I did invest in my girls' dreams. So some of them, I remember one girl, I gave her $500 to start off to doing whatever she wanted to do. I promoted what she wanted to do, and I'll give you advice based off of what I've learned thus far. But it would be crazy for me to say, oh yeah, like, yeah, I'm finna just invest. We forgetting that this is my business and you have to put in time in my business as well. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, but you do kind of want people who sometimes don't want to just be on your level. You can't have people that work for you and want to be you at the same time.
Facts. But what I'm saying is, I don't mind you being content where you at if that's your choice. But do what you're passionate about. Too many people do it just for the money and there's no passion behind it. So every day you go to work, you dragging, you upset, your energy bad. You want to quit every day. You going in late, you calling in. You want to know why? Because you're not passionate about the job.
But think about how many people can afford to do what they're passionate to do.
Or how many people are applying for the jobs that they want to actually work. That's what they need to do. That is the thing. People are not working the jobs that they want to work because they're not putting in the effort. Maybe you don't have the look. I had a friend who wanted to deal art. But you, first of all, you got to come with that look. You need to look like you want to deal art. You need to act like it. You need to stop smoking before you go to job interviews. You have to be what you want. And most of the time, people don't want to put in the work in their appearance or in whatever they're doing to get to where they want to be. So I feel like over time, people do get content in what they're doing because either they let age catch up with them, time in life.
Thanks.
And that's just how it happens. People have dreams like how we are young and we all have dreams.
For sure. And I get that. But like, man, I mean, just be honest, man. Like most people, they just doing this shit for survival. You know what I'm saying? We got to survive through each day. Of course, we would want to do the shit that we want, that we passionate of doing, but to get through life and surviving through life, we gotta do what we gotta do to survive.
True.
Some people don't make it to those stages.
True. That's facts. You gotta crawl before you walk. But as every human being, especially at being the ages that we are at currently, we all have applied
21.
for something we know for a fact we didn't qualify for.
Oh, for sure.
Fact.
Yeah.
But it did not stop us.
My point exactly. You still got it even though you weren't qualified for it. You want to know why? Because what's for you is for you. And
100%.
God also know your passion. So just because you feel like you ain't qualified, you ain't got the degree, you ain't go to school for it, whatever, don't mean that you can't still apply for what you want. You have, in order to get it, you have to apply yourself. Some people get stuck in their own mind and be like, well, I ain't go to school for that, so they probably ain't gonna hire me. Or I ain't get certified in this, so they probably ain't gonna accept me. You won't know unless you try. You have to apply yourself. They apply themselves to the bare minimum. Me, I'm going over and beyond.
Yeah, because some people are not as confident as to drive themselves to do what they really want to do, right? Then you got some people that just don't want to be that. Some people just want to work. That's it. Some people don't want to really
They too content in life.
because like people get comfortable with just surviving because they're just their way of living through life. Right? But then you got some people that, like us, ambitious about what we want to do. And we go for it, but we put in a tremendous amount of work to do that, right? But that's a different drive within us that we have that other people don't. So I'm with both sides, but I understand the people that don't. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've been there before I got here. But at the same time, is a fact that like, some people just gonna be who they are.
But true, that's facts. But I feel like that's where everybody go wrong because everybody I ain't gonna say everybody.
You can't go wrong with being yourself, but I get what you're saying.
To a certain extent though, because as human beings, we get caught up in our own meaning or purpose for ourselves instead of the purpose that God has for us. So you get content in life because you're focused on what you want out of life instead of what God placed you here to do in life. So I feel like if you focus more on your purpose, you'll have more drive. You're more ambitious because you got to a point where you want to know what was your purpose. You felt like, I feel, you got to a point where you felt like you was living for nothing. You weren't progressing. The point that you woke up and you realized that you wanted better, you wanted more, what you start doing, applying yourself.
Thanks. But you got to think too, some people struggle to find their purpose. A lot of people don't really know their purpose. So they go off what they need to do to survive, right? it's not that they don't want to like understand their purpose. It's just like survival. Some people don't get a chance to defeat survival to be able to live. So they going off what they know that's working for them. You see what I'm saying? So you got majority of people, especially in America, live that way. There's a lot of successful people, but it's more poor people than successful people.
But I also feel like that's because people don't have the proper support. So with my nonprofit organization, it's called You Are Not Alone. And that's based on me being a firm believer that if everybody had one person, just one person that showed them that they believed in them and to push them, a lot of people would get out of their own way. A lot of people have dreams. A lot of people have things that they feel like they would be good at. It's just the fact that they don't have no type of support behind them. So it tends to make you give up. Anytime you have felt like you had one person that believed in you, whether it was God, whether it was yourself, whether it was your family member, close friend, whatever, it got you out of your head. When somebody told you that they seen you, they noticed you, it make you feel important. We got too many people that don't have nobody because everybody give up on them.
Well, I feel like everybody have somebody. It's just people choose not to accept the help that's there because of what might come with that help. I feel like truly nobody's really alone. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got somebody there that's willing to help you. But you might not want to accept the help because who the help coming from. But that don't mean that help won't be beneficial towards your future or what you're going through in the moment.
That's you are right, and it is beneficial to a certain extent. But I also feel like a lot of people give up on people too soon. Like if you got somebody that's a drug addict and you keep trying to get them help and they keep going back to the same thing, typically what you're going to do? Stop trying to help them, right? Yeah. You can't do that. I feel like a person definitely got to want to help their self.
100%.
Most definitely.
So what's the point that you're going to get to where you going to start helping? At what point what's your breaking point on start helping a motherfucker that ain't trying to help themselves?
I'm a helper though. I really.
So you'll go to the ultimate extreme to help this person, even if you losing them to everything.
What you mean losing them to everything?
You going out your way to help them become the person that you see in them, but you losing a part of yourself in doing it.
No.
What's the cutoff point?
So one thing I'm not going to do, because I've been there, done it, I'm not going to lose myself for nobody. But at the same time, too.
No, not lose yourself, but lose a part of yourself.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not losing a part of nothing.
So what's the cutoff point?
If you causing me to lose myself, then I can't help you. I don't care if it's just a quarter piece of myself. I can't do it. But at the same time, too, if I try to help a person, they don't get it the first time. They don't get it the second time. They don't get it the fifth time. Don't mean I'm not going to continue to help you. I'm just adjusting the way that I help you. Because, again, they're not going to get it right the second time. They ain't going to get it right. Some people don't always get it right.
So what time should, after the first time, we all go through them 3 trials before we really accept that, okay, this person really trying to help me, right? So at what time do you expect a person to apply themselves?
It's based on the person.
After numerous of times. But you see something in this person that you
gotta help them see it in their self, because you never know.
But
you never know what a person been through. So some people have been brought down lower than others. So
That's
when
true.
you done had been bashed all your life, belittled all your life, you done went through different circumstances. You probably been molested. You like everybody have different levels of things that they have experienced that got them in the mind frame that they got. So when you first come along, they're not gonna trust you. No matter what you do, no matter how much love you show them, no matter how you bend over backwards, they're not going to believe it or feel content in it because they're not used to having it. So sometimes you have to try time and time again. Now, my cutoff point is if I lose myself or any part of myself, then yes, I would separate myself from you, because the devil got you too far gone. It ain't nothing I could do about it.
But see, it shouldn't get to that point, though, where you lose a part of you and trying to help a person.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do that. I've been there, done that. But I am going to continue to help you until I feel like I may lose a part of myself. Because again, that's the point of my nonprofit organization is to help those people. So I can't give up on people that already don't have nobody. My purpose is to show you that you have somebody. No matter how much it takes or how much effort I got to put into it, I have to keep pushing and showing you that. Now, if you just somebody that, again, you never improving, you never trying, you really, truly, honestly don't want it, or the devil have you too far gone, I have to separate myself. Again, there's nothing I can do. I tried all I could try, but
I mean, I'm with you, you know, because I done played that position. You feel what I'm saying? And I also been the motherfucker that people tried to help, right? Mm-hmm. But I seen what I seen in me, how I seen it, than how somebody else seen it, right? So not saying that they didn't see the good, not saying that they seen bad, but what I seen in me was me. People have different outlooks. What I'm saying is this. What you see in a person ain't gonna always be what they see in themselves, no matter how much you try to get them to see that.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta really want this shit. And life challenging. But I just say that to say that, like, to everybody out there that's in a place where they feel like they lost hope, or they just don't feel like they done enough for themselves to improve as a person, as a human.
Right.
That they can take heed on this conversation.
Yeah, it was a good conversation, though. I think we did have a real good conversation.
You feel what I'm saying? But the most important part was what we just talked about. Because there's a lot of people out there that's watching, that's listening, that probably going through something. So
most definitely.
To utilize this platform as good folks, we want to always feed them something like that.
Most
you feel what I'm saying? With hope, you feel me? Encouragement. Because we all been through something. And I say that to say we coming to the end of a year, right? Coming into another year. A lot of people didn't get a chance to see this year.
Facts.
A lot of people still here. We still here.
Facts.
So it's only right we do our due diligence as good folks to give thanks and gratitude and hope towards the people that still here with us.
Facts. Facts.
So we gonna wrap it up here. And I just want to leave y'all with that message. This was a good episode of the Good Folks Podcast. And if you watching, please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be back with another one, man.
Stay tuned. It's going to be some good ones.
Oh, yeah. My boy Tez will be on this episode, man. He had a delay, but, you know, shout out to my boy. You feel me? And we going to end that there. This your boy Ballinboy Tray. This is the Good Folks Podcast.
Pretty out.